And a shout out to Vietnam Pro Wrestling's ring announcer, Carrie, the expat, for being our special guest announcer for this match. It is the SPW Queen of Asia Championship match. I am your commentator, Darren Yamseng Chua, and this is Alexis friggin' Lee versus Yuki Kamifuku for the SPW Queen of Asia Championship. I am so excited that I misspoke right at the start of this match. You can only imagine how Alexis feels. This is not the first time, of course, that these two have faced off. Alexis has beaten Kamiyu before, and Kamiyu has beaten Alexis now about 3 or 4 times. Alexis is not a stranger to championships, holding the CWE Vixens Championship right there. But this is the entrance of the SPW Queen of Asia champion, Kamiyu, coming through. They call her the Casual Beauty. And you can see why. Just sparkling in her entrance, making it look effortless as she walks down the runway like it's a catwalk. She is your SPW Queen of Asia champion, all the way from Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. Yuki, the Casual Beauty, Kamifuku. SPW faithful, of course, a fan of both these wrestlers.
SPW Queen of Asia Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. She is the current CWE Vixen Champion. She is wild, she is rowdy, and she can drink you under the table. She is a lion city head girl, Alexis friggin' Lee! And to my right, the champion, hailing from Japan and representing TJPW. She is your current, reigning, and defending SPW Queen of Asia champion. She is the Casual Beauty, Yuki Kamifuku.
And just from the introductions, you can tell the difference in mentality from both these wrestlers. Alexis raring to go. She can't wait to take a bite out of Kamiyu, while Kamiyu living up to her name of the Casual Beauty. almost a little bit nonchalant, waving to the crowd, taking it all in, showing the poise and the charisma of a champion. Alexis already threatening to bite off the fingertips of Kamiyu there. But Kamiyu, again, she's taking it like 1 second at a time, taking it all in, looking at the moves, and look how effortless that is. Rolling through and coming up in such a beautiful manner. Your favorite could never. Now then, these two starting off in a battle of technical skills. Chain wrestling. Alexis taking down with a headlock takeover after springing off the second rope. But once again, Kamiyu just effortlessly getting out the hole and striking a pose. Is Kamiyu taking Alexis a little bit too lightly? Will she live to regret her choices here early in the match? Alexis laughs off a shoulder tackle by Kamiyu. Kamiyu perhaps, again, not putting 100% effort right into that shoulder tackle, but I think that was just playing possum, luring Alexis in to that drop toe hold, into the corner, and oh, almost the signature big boot by Kamiyu. But Alexis with a kick to the thigh, and now Alexis using the long limbs of Kamiyu to her advantage, using the full 5 count of SPW's, one of SPW's newer referees, British. Now, Alexis Lee targeting the right knee of Kamiyu. I thought she was going for a chop there, so I kept quiet for all of you to listen. But Alexis not going for one of her signature chops yet. Instead, running up. Oh! And right there, a poke to the eye by Kamiyu, and now she herself using the advantage of the long limbs to choke Alexis in the corner. Kamiyu, of course, a fan favorite, but not unfamiliar to unconventional, some may say dirty tactics, some may say smart tactics. Now, a rather nonchalant pin by the casual beauty Kamiyu there. I think that pin was more of a statement rather than an actual attempt to win the match. Kamiyu now putting Alexis in a submission predicament while still posing for the camera. She is aware of every camera that is on her. Look at that. She knows people are taking photos. She knows that there are cameramen around the ring. She doesn't just want to win, but she wants to win in a beautiful manner. You can see she takes every angle and every opportunity, but that doesn't mean that her strikes are not devastating. You take a boot to the side of your head like that and you'll be eating out of a straw for weeks. As Alexis Lee is finding out right here. Kamiyu just mocking Alexis Lee, pulling her up and using the momentum to use the top rope against Alexis Lee's throat. And once again, a very, very mocking pin by the Queen of Asia champion. I don't think she's ever got out of second gear in this match right from the start. Right from the start, she hasn't got out of second gear. She is toying. She's playing with Alexis Lee. She has really come into her own as a champion, and she has her own style of defending, but she may regret it now as Alexis Lee gets the upper hand, reversing into a running bulldog, driving the head of the casual beauty right into the mat. And now almost getting a regal stretch on the top half of Kamiyu's body. But, as you can see, Kamiyu's limbs are so long, all she has to do is stretch a leg out and she can get out of almost any submission. If you want to tie her up, you better tie her up into a pretzel. Now then, Alexis Lee moving Kamiyu into the corner. There it is! There it is, one of Alexis Lee's patented chops. Running back elbow by Alexis Lee into a latigo. and a backbreaker, somewhat equalizing the height advantage of Kamiyu. She will lose about 5 centimeters just by being hunched over, and look at that! From a kneeling start, able to kick Alexis Lee in the upper torso. Sometimes Kamiyu reminds me of Luffy from One Piece, just stretching her limbs almost at will. She can reach you from any angle, even if you're on the top rope, even if she's on the floor, she will find a way to switch into that next gear. Alexis Lee with a stiff forearm to Kamiyu, but Kamiyu right back into the chest of the Lion City Hit Girl. These two women going at it. I just had to keep quiet for a moment there to let you hear all of the strikes. These two women throwing bombs at each other. And it is super impressive that neither of them are going down. Kamiyu once again using the limb length advantage, using her legs this time for defense and a drop kick. Shotgun drop kick, almost a John Woo to Alexis Lee. Is this enough to put her away? No. And you can see the pace of Kamiyu has changed. She's a little bit more urgent now that Alexis Lee has fought back and shown her that she is in this fight as well. Kamiyu more urgent with her pins, more urgent with her offense, putting more strength into each strike rather than posing for the camera. She still knows where every camera is though. Look at this. Manji Gatame. Putting all the stretch on Alexis's upper body. Her torso is stretched, her neck is stretched. She has to bear the full weight of Kamiyu. But that's exactly what Alexis does as she backs her right into the corner. Some wicked elbows from the Lion City Hit Girl. The girl they call Skelly, using the sharp end of her bones to drive it right into Kamiyu's face. But you can see that the offense of Kamiyu has taken a little bit out of Alexis as she is a little bit slow, climbing to the top rope to attempt her offense. Now this is why they call it high-risk offense, because your opponent could get up at any time and reverse you. Now what is the Casual Beauty looking for? In the corner, has her up, looking for a superplex maybe? But Alexis reverses it. Big forearm to the chest of Yuki Kamifuku. Kamiyu though doesn't go down. A forearm of her own. And lifts her up for an avalanche suplex. From the second rope, effortlessly rolling back into a pin. Kamiyu hooking the leg, but no. You can see now the urgency on Kamiyu's face. She knows she has to put Alexis away. She doesn't want to give her any more opportunities to come back. You give Alexis an inch, she will take a mile and she will take away your championship as Kamiyu goes. She was going for her finisher, the Fame-Asser over there, but Alexis Lee takes her down with a downward spiral. Now then, can Alexis Lee, still recovering from the avalanche suplex, can she recover enough to put in a bit of her own offense? And she is giving some kicks straight into Kamiyu's chest, but not with her usual vigor. But right now, just enough to take Kamiyu down. But as you can see, Kamiyu recovering with a quick pace. Oh! Big sliding clothesline from Alexis Lee. I thought that was over. I thought that Alexis Lee had regained her precious Queen of Asia title that she held for so many days. But Yuki Kamifuku showing the heart and fight of a champion. Alexis Lee now tuning up the band, tuning up the crowd, going for a spear! It's over! It has to be over if she can cover her! Cover her, Alexis! But no, that's not enough. That's not enough for Skelly. Oh! Driving her head right into the mat. Yuki Kamifuku with a leg lariat. Going up to the second rope. Yuki Kamifuku. Faymaster right from the second rope. And that is all that it will take for Yuki Kamifuku to defend her Queen of Asia Championship. I thought Alexis had her with the spear. I thought Alexis had done enough to win the championship from Yuki Kamifuku with that spear, but she thought that she had to go for another move. Perhaps a result of Yuki Kamifuku mocking her earlier in the match. That anger in Alexis didn't fade, and she thought that she had to go for just one more move. But in the end, that decision did not pay off as Yuki Kamifuku managed with the wherewithal to drive Alexis's head into the mat and then go off the second rope for her finisher, defending her Queen of Asia Championship. Now then, the boss of SPW! What is this? The statement! Just with a swift uppercut to Alexis Lee? The statement and Alexis Lee, longtime friends, longtime comrades. I thought the statement was just in here to help his longtime friend back up. But as you can see, perhaps the statement disappointed in Alexis Lee. And as you know, the statement likes to surround himself with winners. And did we just witness the birth of a new, powerful alliance between the statement and Kamiyu? Now that I think about it, these two could be unstoppable. These two could reign over Singapore. These two could reign over Southeast Asia with the caliber of their strength, how decorated they are, the experience, the technique. The statement, of course, your setup open weight champion. Kamiyu, of course, your reigning defending Queen of Asia champion. Alexis Lee left in a heap in the ring by the statement. And I cannot wait to hear what the statement has to say after this. I have been Darren Yam Seng Chua, and you've been watching CNY Tree.